We are back at it again. Good to see my friend is Hayes Sandwich, what they call me. Let's get straight into it. George Carlin, it's a big club, and you ain't in it. The owners of this country. Let's go.
Consumption. It's the new national pastime. Fuck baseball. It's consumption. The only true lasting American value that's left, buying things. Buying things. People spending money they don't have on things they don't need. Money they don't have on things they don't need. So they can max out their credit cards and spend the rest of their lives paying 18% interest on something that costs $12.50. And they didn't like it when they got it home anyway.
You know, it's crazy. I heard a long time ago, I used to listen to Opie and Anthony podcast with Patrice ONeal. And he said something one time that like blew me away. He said,
do you know what our standard is now? How we weigh our wealth?
It's a debt standard.
Debt! If you owe me 1,000, I'm worth 1,000.
Yes.
But it's not real.
That's crazy to think of, right? Wow.
Too bright, folks. Not too fucking bright. But if you talk to one of them about this, if you isolate one of them, you sit them down rationally, and you talk to them about the low IQs and the dumb behavior and the bad decisions, right away they start talking about education. That's the big answer to everything. Education. They said we need more money for education. We need more books, more teachers, more classrooms, more schools. We need more testing for the kids. You say to them, well, you know, we've tried all of that, and the kids still can't pass the test. He says, don't you worry about that. We're going to lower the passing grades. And that's what they do in a lot of these schools now. They lower the passing grades so more kids can pass. More kids pass, the school looks good, everybody's happy, the IQ of the country slips another 2 or 3 points, and pretty soon all you'll need to get into college is a fucking pencil. Got a pencil? Get the fuck in there. It's physics.
It's amazing that I don't know what age he was at this particular time, but a lot of what he's doing right now, just in terms of performance, is all rhythm. So the fact that he's able to he has one joke to where he like does curses. It talks about curses and what curses mean in language, but it's all rhythm, and he doesn't slip on a word. So it's just amazing to me.
Then everyone wonders why 17 other countries graduate more scientists than we do. Education. Politicians know that word. They use it on you. Politicians have traditionally hidden behind 3 things: the flag, the Bible, and children. No child left behind. No child left behind. Oh, really? Well, it wasn't long ago you were talking about giving kids a head start. Head start, left behind. Someone's losing fucking ground here. But there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else.
Bruh, that should be on the Constitution. Like, all you have to do is look at these past 6 months. A man was able to run for president who started an insurrection, who was a convicted felon, all because, well, the Constitution doesn't say that you cannot be a convicted felon and still run for president. Then on the other side, you have still a current president who, because of his appears to be his health, doesn't seem to be in the best shape to be president, and so he gets bullied out of rerunning, most likely by the donors, and so then he pushed out Kamala Harris, who is only given 100 days to run, and then wonder why Trump gets reelected, even though Trump should have been reelected to begin with because he should have been eligible. But it's all this is politics that are done by the people that are truly running the companies, and it's like politicians don't run nothing. Like the government they're all paid off, man. Why do you think they never get anything done unless it's stripping away something, usually from the middle class and the poor? Why do you think everything they do strip away? Roe versus Wade, strip away. All they do is strip away stuff. They never actually add to the quality of life for the people. Who do you think is controlling that?
But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. And by the way, it's the same big club they used to be.
Sheesh, boy, it's just, man, the more you know, man, it's funny because every election year, you know, you see all these focus groups and all these undecideds and all that. And the number one thing they say is, well, I just don't have time to research. I don't have time to really look into things. I have kids and I have a job and it's like, first of all, you could have got away with that maybe in the 80s or 90s, but by the time you get to the 2000s, there's things called the World Wide Web. There are things called having the internet in your pocket by just going to Google, Yahoo. You can't get away with that no more. But people must rather be told what to believe than to actually look up, read, research, and try to comprehend their own understanding. They'd rather be told what it is, and then they'll go off of that. It's crazy. But yeah, the educational system is the way it is because they create workers, not entrepreneurs. Because if they really wanted to create change, the curriculum would change. Kids will learn about balancing a checkbook, will learn about entrepreneurship, learn about how to do your taxes in school. But instead, we'll learn about Pythagorean theorem. So, yeah, that's how the system is made up. That's why everywhere else, when they come over here, they control things because they're actually being taught real life things that can help them in the long run. So.
Over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged. And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hard-working people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. Yeah. You know? And nobody seems to notice, nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on, the fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Amen. Amen. It is what it is, but yeah, we're not the owners of this country, man. We're really not. But that's George Carlin, the late, great George Carlin, one of the greatest comedians of all time. Like, comment, subscribe, share all the things are the things. Ain't gotta go home. You gotta get the step in. Peace.
I know